LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix's Remarkably Bright Creatures. What if a Pacific octopus held the key to a mystery that could heal your heart? Well, that's Tova's reality. An elderly widow working at an aquarium. Tova forms an unlikely friendship with the curmudgeonly Marcellus, whose remarkable intelligence leads her to a life-changing discovery. Watch Remarkably Bright Creatures with your remarkable moms this Mother's Day weekend, only on Netflix May 8th.
Now we know why we're in a court of law, because apparently folks can't talk to each other, which sounds like what, yeah, I know. It's kind of obvious that it's because she lost it.
This is the plaintiff, Janessa Thomas. She says the defendants, her neighbors, don't supervise their young children properly, and their 5-year-old child wedged his oversized bike between her car and the house and scratched it with the handlebars. She called the cops and filed a report, and if the defendants were watching their son, this would never have happened. She just wants the $1,000 it's going to cost to fix her car. These are the defendants, Jean-Pierre Louis and Jacqueline Brash. Jean-Pierre says he heard his neighbor screaming at his kids like a raving lunatic one day, and she was using bad language to boot. He ran outside to see what all the commotion was about and saw a hairline scratch on the plaintiff's car. The woman's out of her mind if she thinks they're going to give her $1,000 for something that can be buffed out for a fraction of the cost. They're accused of providing crummy childcare.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
You see, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Janessa Thomas?
Yes.
You are suing Jacqueline Brash, Jean-Pierre Louis, and Jamel Louis. Who's the child? Jamel?
Yes.
He's not here?
No.
Okay. For $1,000, the cost to repair a car plus inconvenience of the incident and time without a car. Because according to you, their child damaged your vehicle. Tell me, what happened?
Yes, I got up that day, about 12. I got on the phone with my mother.
I'm still stuck on that part about getting up at around 12. Yeah. What are you, my children? Okay, so go ahead.
I got up, I called my mother, because she's sick. I call her when I get up, put on my robe. I walk to the front of the house, because it's the weekend, and I know that his kids are going to be out there terrorizing everybody's vehicle in the circle.
How do you know that?
Because this is what happens. Since I moved in, this is what happens on the weekend.
Okay.
So I open my door and I keep my blinds open when I know they're out there so I can see if anything's going on. But that didn't happen this day. Soon as I got to the window and peeked out the curtain, I see their son trapped between my house and my car on a bike. That's twice his size, and he's stuck. So I start yelling, "Ma, he's on my car, he's on my car."
Do you have to say that here?
Sorry, no.
Okay.
But this is what I said, because he said foul language, so I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
I start yelling, saying, so she's like, "Oh, God." So by the time I open the door and get outside, he freed himself. So now I start coming out yelling, "Where's his mother at?" to the other older boys that were like a little bit down the block. So one boy, he's like, "Well, that's my brother, and you don't have to curse at him, and his mother's upstairs." I said, "I'm not cursing at him. If that's the case, I'm going to curse at all of y'all. Where's his mother at?" So now they come in the door to the thing upstairs. He comes to this terrace, because they live on the second floor.
Of the same building?
No, across the street. And he's telling me that, don't be talking to his kid like that. And I said, this ain't no park. And he's like, well, it is a park, and it's going to be a park. I'm like, your kids are always out here, you know, touching everybody else's car, but they don't touch yours. Balls are hitting it, footballs, they're wrestling on them. Fine, but this car's in my private driveway. Why is your 5-year-old child in my private driveway trapped? he got sisters, and he'll make my car disappear, and this and that. I go back in, my husband drags me back in the house. I get dressed, I come out, pull the car out, because it's an overhead over the driveway, so it's like a shadow. I pull the car out and I see the damage. I go back across the street, ask his oldest son to get him. He comes out, he looks at it, he smirks, and he tells me, now I gotta prove it. We're here.
What's going on?
I'm sitting down watching TV. I hear cursing, crazy cursing. I look out, she's cursing at my 5-year-old son, my oldest sons. I'm like, yo, what are you talking to the kids like that for? I don't give a... Just ridiculous.
Have we had this problem before? Has she talked to you about
I
your
never
kids?
saw her day in my life before that yelling.
Okay.
And I come downstairs, he took her inside. He comes back out, we're talking, and you know, I'm not...
You're talking with her husband?
Yes.
Okay.
And
What's that conversation like?
I don't want to throw him under the bus.
Okay.
I really don't. And
Okay,
I don't want to...
why, has it occurred to you to try to figure out why she's so angry at your child?
Came outside, talked to him. She came out, tried to talk to her. As soon as she see me coming towards her, came again, cursing. I told her, this is not going to be that type of conversation. It's not going to be a one-sided conversation where you start yelling at me and that's it. I went back inside.
Okay. Now we know why we're in a court of law, because apparently folks can't talk to each other, which sounds like what, yeah, I know. It's kind of obvious that it's because she lost it. I think that's obvious to you too. But now let's talk about the actual case. What happened with your son?
I have no idea.
Did you ever talk to your son? He's your son. How could you not talk to your son between then and now?
Well, he was riding his bike. Everybody was out there. Everybody was outside. That's what the kids do. It's a wide street. Everybody plays ball out there.
Sir,
everybody's out there.
please don't play with me. It's
not
very
playing with you.
obvious what it is I'm asking. Ma'am, did you talk? Is this your son?
Yes.
Did you ever talk to your son and say, Jamel, what happened?
Yeah, I asked him.
Of course you did. And what did he say?
Plaintiff says the defendant's son was trapped between his bike and her car, and guess what got scratched? But plaintiff went absolutely nuts after it happened. Let's listen.
He said that he didn't do it, but I did say you need to stay away from people's cars because, like I said, I wasn't. Now, my thing is this. I don't have a problem with talking with her, but all she had to do was knock on the door. All that she did, but the big scene was not necessary. We grown ups.
I agree with you.
I mean,
and the worst part is that it's not even helpful. It didn't even. It made you feel good at the moment, but look at you now. Now you're what we call a litigant. Stop. You have to go. Because otherwise you're just buying yourself a lot of more angst and going to court and bad juju in the neighborhood, and it's all nuts, you know. But now, now she's had her bad moment where she's cursing, she's chicken necking in my courtroom and talking about, yeah, I'm gonna curse at you, I'm gonna curse at everybody else, and you. Like she thinks it's okay what she did. It's not. But now that's passed, and I need to talk about the issue. Show me pictures of the car, because. You know, it's pretty obvious that she caught your child, and that's why she's wigging. So this whole, like he says he didn't do it, prove it stuff is kind of not flying, because she kind of walked out at that moment, which is why she's wigging, because she saw him trying to wiggle his way out. Whose bike was the kid riding?
His.
And is his, how big is his bike? How old is your child?
He's 5
years old. The bike is
But is it a bike
small.
that's hand-me-down from a bigger kid?
No,
No,
it's a brand new bike. It's a good
It's a little-
But is it kind of big?
Bike. It's a very small bike.
It's a picture of it, Yana.
You have a
Very
picture
small
of it?
bike.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a hand-me-down from any other kid. It was a brand new bike I purchased for him.
Ryan.
Did you buy a big bike for him?
It's a small bike. I took off the training wheels so he could learn how to ride.
What color's the bike?
Orange. Fluorescent orange.
Is this a picture of the bike?
Yes.
But
on
that's
their
a blue
steps.
bike.
Yes, chained to their thing. But you see the white handlebars? That's the white marks that are on my car. That's the bike he was
What's
riding.
fluorescent orange?
His bike is fluorescent orange.
But
Whose
that's
bike
the
is
bike
this?
he's riding.
My other sons,
can't
he wasn't riding that bike.
Yes,
He was
he
riding his
was.
orange bike.
Yes, he was.
He was riding his
No, he
orange
wasn't.
bike. My
Yes, he
son
was.
is this tall. He
That's
can't
right.
even
That
ride that
bike is
big
too
bike.
big for
That's
him,
the
and that's why he
point.
lost
That's
control.
what her point is, that he was riding the wrong bike.
No,
wasn't
ma'am.
on
No,
that
ma'am.
bike. It
He
was the
cannot ride that
bike.
bike. He can't get anywhere with
Yes.
that bike.
Ryan.
That is right.
The bar, listen, no, the bar can't. He couldn't even put his feet on. The bar of that bike would be way up against his crotch.
He's not riding that bike.
He can't ride that bike.
And that's why he
Not
did that.
well, at
just-
least.
He
What,
knows that.
why
No,
is
no.
the Why is the estimate for the damages $653.25?
Well, the $53 they said was taxes. I didn't want to pay it either.
Right. But why is it 600?
They said because it was down to the metal. Some of those spots, if you can't see it clearly, I could come and point it out. It's down to the metal.
Yeah, come on over here, because I know, because I've been doing this a long time, that it is hard to get a good picture of car damage sometimes.
Really is.
And you can do it in person, but it's very hard in a picture. So I understand that, but is it this?
You can call the police and question the cops.
No,
They've
I'm
seen
not
it.
gonna call
That's
any
one of them.
police.
That's one. That's white and metal, down to the metal. There's scratches down here too. All of that was from him.
Wow.
But you haven't even seen it. How are you saying wow? You know, part of it is your
I'll
attitude
tell you
too.
why I can say wow. Because
You haven't even said, but you're both aggressive.
But she's suing the landlord for the same damages.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I got the text.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she was.
Tell me about the text you just said.
I spoke to the landlord, and when I told him what the situation was about her suing me because she claims that my son damaged her car, he was shocked. He said she's suing, trying to get money out of him for the same way because right above where her car's parked, right under her terrace, things drop. And she's trying to get money out of him for that. She knows that car's way damaged before that.
Do you have a lawsuit against your landlord?
No, I do not.
Did you ask him for compensation because something is falling
This
up?
is the issue.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Should a 5-year-old ever be riding a bike without parental supervision?
Absolutely not, no.
Why? What's the danger?
Getting kidnapped, someone could take them, they could get hit, anything like that.
Fair enough. What do you think?
I think a child should not be riding a bicycle without a parent's supervision.
What's the age where they can start doing it on their own?
I would say about at least 10 years old.
Fair enough. Okay. Going inside the courtroom.
Besides the damage his son did, it's an overhead over the driveway that he charges $600 extra for the year. He tore down whatever covers the molding, they tore it down from all the apartments. And they didn't clean it properly. So when it's wet and it's raining, it leaks a white milky substance. That has nothing to do with that damage. And I do not have a lawsuit in on my landlord.
Okay, and the landlord copied and pasted the text and
Just
sent it to
forwarded
you.
that to me.
And it happened
yes, the
after
green,
that.
Just the green part.
It happened after that.
Not true, because that thing was down way before that.
Right.
And she had
Okay,
the
but
damage.
it does say leaked. I just had my car repaired, and now whatever leaks. This was when? Do you know what date this was?
This was after I got my car back from the shop, after they fixed it from his child.
Oh, you did fix it from the child?
Yes, I fixed it. And this was after I got it
Let
back.
me see. Why is that funny?
Because there was exactly zero damage to her car.
He's lying.
But I'm looking at the damage to her car. I'm
Here's
looking
the
at the
slip from the
pictures of
police
damage to her
report.
car
That's
and the
not the
fact
same.
that she
Officer's
paid to
names.
repair it.
But
So
that's
white
not the same. My
officer's
son
name
did it
that
because
came
my
and
son
witnessed the damage
has a
right
small
there.
bike that couldn't reach up on the hood. If there's no, how can my son even fit a bike in that
He
space?
was riding that big blue bike.
He
That's
doesn't.
why.
He doesn't ride that
You're
bike. He's
lying.
too small to
He
ride that
rides
bike.
it
There's no
every
reason.
So he
weekend.
can tell me,
So he's
oh, and then we'll
reason to lie.
move it along.
No reason to lie.
Those are the police officers'
Yeah, you got
names.
653 reasons and 0.25 reasons to lie. Repaired now, whatever leaks overhead.
All his
I
kids
just,
terrorize the block.
both of you be quiet. I just had my car repaired, and now whatever leaks overhead, and the driveway leaked on my car. I just left the car washed. This is not the exact same damage. That's stuff she's complaining. It's exactly what she said, stuff that's leaking on her car. That is not the scratches that she had repaired. In the past, now my vehicle is damaged again. It won't come off. I've spoken to you about this in the past. Blah, 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 leak, blah, blah, blah. All right. Okay, did you see it?
No, actually, I didn't.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Things like my husband says, oh, that'll buff right out. Oh, happy thoughts. It's down to the metal, right?
No, but I just wanted to say.
Can I see the
he
phone? Let me
was-
see if I can find the bike.
He was
on it.
riding his red bike. I don't know what she's talking about.
Fluorescent orange.
What she's saying,
Red,
here's
orange.
what she's saying is your 5-year-old is outside and he switched bikes. What's so odd about that? That he
Because-
was riding the
Switch
bike
bikes.
and should
Can I
have been
just say
biking.
why it's the difference? Because the other bike is chained up. He didn't ride. He didn't
wasn't
ride that
riding
Okay,
bike.
I don't know which bike he rode. I do
rode the
know
red
that
one,
she
and she
caught him
knows it.
red-handed and she started screaming immediately, and
Yeah,
that you
cursing
and your
him.
other kids know that she caught him red-handed and was screaming immediately.
She never even came out once.
Okay.
I tried
For her
because I
own
tried to
child.
talk over her.
She never came out.
Lady, let me tell you
need
something.
to.
If you were cursing at my kids,
I don't
I'd
need
come
to.
out, but it wouldn't be peaceful.
Well, there you go.
Okay?
I'm too old for that.
Because, right, I got too
after
many
all of
gray
that-
hairs to watch somebody else yell
There
at
you
my
go.
kids. It's my job. All right? I
Exactly.
understand you're angry and everything else. It could have been handled a
Right.
different way by everybody. But also the disdain with which your husband is treating her, that doesn't lead to peace. So let's just have peace. All right, now, $346.75 for the inconvenience of the incident and time without a car. No. All right. But the actual amount that you did pay to have the car repaired, $653.25, I find in favor of the plaintiff. That's my verdict. Good luck,
Thank you.
folks.
Well, the plaintiff does not collect for the $350 headache, but she does collect for the scratches on the car. So come on in here. What's your reaction to the verdict here?
That's what it is.
It is.
I mean,
What are you willing to do to promote peace in the neighborhood now?
It was always peace.
I don't have any
She was the
problem
one
against
who went
anybody.
crazy,
Like
right?
I said, whatever.
What was she supposed to do when she discovered the
Knock on my
scratch?
door and say, listen, your child did something to my car, and we would have talked. I'm an adult.
You wouldn't have said, no, he didn't? You wouldn't have
No, I
denied that your
wouldn't-
child did it?
No, I wouldn't have, because
Because if you did, then where would you be, you know?
Exactly, but like I said, I'm here to reason. I'm too old to be arguing all that. That's when I was in high school.
All right, right this way. All right, right down this way. All right, so come on out here now. You won your case. The headache, you still got the headache, but at least your scratches are going to get fixed.
Yep, I already fixed it.
All right, so what are you willing to do to promote peace in the neighborhood?
I'm willing to keep my shades open and keep my door open when he lets all his 6 children treat the block as a park to watch my property.
Oh, so you're going to
Because-
just keep watch?
Yes, because they do it all the time and it's never gonna stop. They're upstairs on the 2nd floor and all their kids are outside.
You see something go wrong, you're going to come out screaming and cursing next time? What are you going to do?
Down 911 and take them back to court.
There you go. All right, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, in some states, actually, the only time a parent is legally on the hook is if there is some kind of malice on the child's part when they damage something. But in this case, look, a parent has a duty when necessary to exercise reasonable supervision over a child, especially a young child. When they don't do it, it is simply negligence, and therefore the parent would be responsible. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. That Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Unbelievably Pepsi.
Go further with the American Express Business Gold Card. Earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels when you book through AmexTravel.com. Whether your destination is a business conference or a client meeting, your purchases will help you earn more points for future trips. Experience more on your travels with Amex Business Gold. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
This is the plaintiff, Thomas Rira. He says he and the defendant had an agreement. He would mow the guy's lawn, and in return, the defendant would allow him to dock his boat at his dock. He missed one lawn cutting, and next thing he knows, his boat's floating under a bridge, and it got damaged. The hot-headed defendant from California needs to chill and pay him the $1,796.45 it's going to cost him to fix his boat and make it seaworthy again. This is the defendant, Raymond Mensing. He says the plaintiff hardly ever cut his grass, but used his dock to moor his boat. One day when the plaintiff snuck onto the boat and was pulling out, he shouted, "Hey, you need to cut my grass." The plaintiff told him to bug off. He'd get to cutting his lawn when he got to it. Huh? As far as the guy's damaged boat, it's all the plaintiff's fault, not his. He's accused of sinking an agreement.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says he and the defendant had a deal. The deal was that the plaintiff would cut the defendant's grass. The defendant would let the plaintiff use his boat, but the boat was damaged. The defendant says the plaintiff didn't live up to his end of the deal. It's the case of this boat don't float.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thomas Rira, you are
Yes.
suing Raymond Mensing for $1,796.45. Most of that amount to fix your boat that you say he maliciously untied from his dock. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, Your Honor, me and Ray came to a verbal agreement. I would mow his lawn, and I would be allowed to park my boat at his slip
Okay, when did you come to this agreement?
in May,
Okay, and then in return for mowing his lawn, how often?
once a week.
Then you would be able to leave your boat slipped on his dock.
Yes.
Okay, that's a pretty good deal for you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens?
What happens is I was a day late mowing his lawn. He threw me off the
What,
property.
the first time or the 10th time? When?
In August, at
Okay.
the end of the season.
So he had been working
Since
well
May.
since May.
June,
He had never
July.
complained.
No.
Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. I'll give you your turn in a minute. All right. So he had never complained, according to you. And then in August, you were 1 day late mowing his lawn.
Yes.
What does that mean?
And
1
I
day
called
late.
him and I told him I'm visiting a sick friend, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
That day, my daughter happened to be going to college, and I took the boat out in the morning. And
I thought you were visiting a sick friend.
No, the next day,
Okay.
before I mowed his lawn.
Okay.
I came over with the lawnmower the next
So
day.
you were a day late, and then you took the boat out for a spin instead of mowing the lawn.
Yes.
Okay. And that angered him.
He signaled me from the shoreline, which was about a mile down from where the boat's parked, and he's yelling something. I said,
He actually chased you down?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's waving me, and I said, I'll be back in a little while.
You didn't stop to talk to him?
No, I just kept going because
Spoken like a man who doesn't plan ahead. Only because I take it that it costs a lot to find a place for your boat, and all you had to do is mow the guy's lawn yesterday or this morning. And then the guy is obviously angry because he gets in the car and rides down a mile so he can run into you and talk to you. And then you're like, talk to you later. And you keep going.
I said, I'll see you in an hour. I pointed to
See you
1
in
hour.
an hour. I'm not going to stop and talk to you. You're not worth my time. Like, yeah, okay. Not much of a planner.
Okay.
Okay.
So I come back, I tie up the boat, go home, get my lawnmower, come over, and he asked me to leave the property, get off the property.
Didn't see that coming.
No. And I left the property.
Okay. Did he tell you to get your boat off his property?
Not at the time.
No?
No.
Okay. And?
That's when the next day I didn't see my boat on where the dock was, where it was docked. And I called my brother and I asked him to give this gentleman a call and see where my boat is, because it wasn't where it was docked. So my brother told me that he moved it to a neighbor's dock.
Your brother told you that he had told your brother
yes.
that he moved it to a neighbor's dock?
Yes.
Did that neighbor give permission?
I don't know.
Okay, so you go over to the neighbor's dock and what?
And I take my boat and I bring it so I could put it on a trailer. And I
Okay.
take it out of the water and I notice that it's damaged.
Okay,
the
do you have
rub
pictures
rail.
of the damage?
Yes, I do.
Let me see the pictures of the damage and any proposal that you got to fix the damage.
So that's the rub rail that's damaged from slamming against
What
the dock.
kind of boat is this?
This is a 18-and-a-half-foot Sea Ray.
What year?
It's a 1975.
75?
Yes,
Is that the original rail?
yes.
All right, so now tell me about the day that he was talking about, where he said, I'll be there tomorrow, and then instead took the boat out for a ride.
Never
and-
called me. The day he snuck onto the property was...
Tell me about the day that he was supposed to mow the lawn
Well-
and didn't.
the end of June and July, he was incarcerated because he was drunk. He was in jail, so somebody
For
had
that
him...
long? He was.
Yeah.
How long was he incarcerated? Was he a DUI?
Yeah, no, not him. He wasn't. He was some kind of DWI or whatever they do. I don't know.
I'm sorry, how long were you in jail?
Total 37 days.
37 days? What was the charge?
Obstruction.
Obstruction of what?
Justice.
How?
I told the police officer my girlfriend wasn't driving the vehicle, and they arrested her for DWI.
How many DUIs has she had?
One.
This one?
Yes.
How many DUIs have you had?
3.
Why would you think like, what is your motive to give such a lie?
It wasn't a lie. It was the truth. I didn't know she had pulled up a foot at the gas station.
So they charge you with obstruction.
Yes.
And you were in how long?
37 days. And my girlfriend actually went there and mowed his lawn.
Did the girlfriend mow your lawn?
No, she was not allowed on the property.
Back then?
Yeah, we didn't want her on the property at all. She had already come over many a time, throwing his belongings on my lawn, telling me she didn't want to ever see him again, and they've had 911 called to their house many a times. The two of them are constantly at odds with one another. She one night was trying to kill herself jumping off a bridge and had the police flying around looking for her, searching my backyard because his boat was in my backyard.
Okay, and so during those 37 days, you had to have somebody else mow the lawn?
Mr. Delgado's maintenance people mowed my lawn.
Okay, what did he pay you to mow the lawn, or were you doing it as a favor?
It was $60 a day for the guy to mow the lawn and blow the leaves and everything.
Okay, and how many times did he hire you?
We went there about 7, 8 times.
It was the end of June and the whole month of July.
Okay.
And then when he got out, he was enrolled in AA, and I had told him he was a much nicer person when he wasn't drinking, but he turned around and went back to drinking again.
All right, so now tell me about the day that he was talking about.
The day he snuck onto the property.
Yeah.
He snuck on from the next door neighbor's yard and jumped into the boat and shot out without saying a thing to me. So I chased him to the end of the canal.
How'd you chase him, by foot or in car?
No, I got in the car and went to the end of the canal,
Where you know you'd run into him?
where I know he'd have to go past me, and I told him basically, don't bring the boat back, I'm done, because he was drunk at that point too, yelling abusively, go yourself, I'll mow your lawn when I feel like it, and out he went. So at that point, when he came back, I had called 911. Here's a police report, having him physically thrown off my property.
All right, so you tell him, don't bring that boat back.
Right,
You know, I'm
and
not,
he brings the boat back.
he brings the boat back and he doesn't stop in to speak with you then either?
No.
Okay, so he brings the boat back and then he leaves. And then according to him, he's leaving to go get his
He went and got
mowing
the
equipment.
lawnmower, but he was so drunk, I was like, and at that point, I basically I was up
So
to
what
here.
did you do? Did you untie his boat?
No, I had Steve move the boat, here's the picture,
To where?
to the next door neighbor's yard.
Why does the next door neighbor want his boat on there?
Because the police officer said I could remove the boat.
No, he didn't. And if he did, the police officer will give you very bad advice. You're going to have to find that police officer, prove he said it, and sue the police department. Or he didn't say that. Why would a police officer say, yeah, I got an idea. Why don't you take his unwanted boat and make it your neighbor's problem and put him on your neighbor's lot?
That's what he told me.
Oh, come on.
I'm just
What did
telling
your neighbor tell you when you did that?
He wasn't there. It's a rental house.
So, yeah, it's a rental house. Tough for him. Have the drunken, boating under the influence guy on his lawn.
I didn't know what else to do.
Okay, so bartering. Is bartering too risky a thing?
Not at all. Consenting adults and all that.
No, it's consenting adults, but it's a little loosey-goosey. You know, are you hiding behind your child? Oh, no. What do you think of bartering? I mean, is it something that, it's a little loose? I agree with you. Then it's a little dangerous. Yes. Anybody ever barter here? No. You never bartered? You could. That T-shirt would be worth. You could probably cut somebody's grass and get 10 of those T-shirts. You know that? Going inside the courtroom.
Let me tell you what else to do. You tell the police he's a trespasser now. This agreement's over. You bring the police back when he's there. You wait a few days for it to pan out for him to get the boat out. But you were so angry that this guy so disrespected you that you just went like this, took the boat, and next thing you know, the boat is floating down. You get it where? It's not on the neighbor's lot. It's like floating where?
Yes, I did find it at the next door neighbor's house.
You did find it at the
Yes.
next door neighbor's house. And is it tied up?
Oh, yes, it is tied up.
But
There is no bumpers.
there were no bumpers,
No.
and that's how you suspect the damage
Yes.
happened?
Yes.
Do you think the damage could have happened if you hit something when you were intoxicated, shooting birdies at him?
I'm not sure. Shooting.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Number one.
Do you have
And
a
number
drinking problem?
two.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yes,
Someone
ma'am.
with 3 DUIs has a drinking
Yes,
problem. Are you in AA?
Yes.
Are you trying?
Yes, I am.
All right, how long have you been sober?
About a month.
What did you want to say that you were raising your hand?
When he would take the boat out and he was so drunk he couldn't bring the boat back, this is where he would take the boat when he couldn't bring the boat home. This is a Union Street pier, and as you can see how it's open to the bay, this is where his rub rail being tied up to that dock.
Yeah, do you have any pictures of the rub rail being fined before they put it on the neighbor's yard?
No.
Yeah, on a 95 boat with an original rub rail? I'm sorry, 75 boat, thank you. On a 1975 boat with an original rub rail? I mean, come on, right?
This is also
Just
pictures.
stop, both of you stop. You guys were friends for how long?
A couple of years.
Okay, you're not now. Go your way. Go your way. You cannot prove to me that the damage to your 1975 boat's rub rail is entirely due to them putting it on the neighbor's yard. If the neighbor were here suing him, I would love that case. I would so enter a judgment against you, but you're not the neighbor, okay? You shouldn't have done that, put his boat on the neighbor's yard, but you still have to prove that as a result of that bad thing, that's what caused the damage, which you'd only be able to, I'm not inviting you to speak, which you'd only be able to do if you had some proof that it was pristine as a 1975 rub rail, okay, before that, which of course you and I both know you can't. So go home, go home.
Thank you.
Plaintiff comes out of this case empty-handed. Step right in over here next to me and tell me where do you go from here? Step up a little.
I wouldn't advise anybody to park their boat next to his yard because they might untie it.
Did you try to sneak out on him there on the boat that day?
Yeah, my daughter had left for college, and I needed a little, dad time to just,
How about the danger of drinking and boating? Obvious.
Very
Obvious.
dangerous. Very dangerous.
Deadly,
Yes.
possibly,
Yeah.
at times. So,
That wasn't
what do you
true. And one thing that wasn't mentioned in court, which I'm sorry it wasn't, is that he had another boat put in there right away
Okay.
after he moved the boat.
Thank you.
He wanted more money.
All right down there.
He's going bankrupt.
All right, so step in here. What's your reaction to the outcome here? Go home. That's your ruling.
Fine by me. I didn't want to do this in the first place. The only problem is now he's got a brother that wanted a boat slip in my house, so because of what happened here, his brother's not going to be able to have a boat slip in my backyard next year.
Okay, Harvey?
Okay, here's the thing. If you decide to do something like bartering, it is especially important, more important than when you're dealing with money, to write down specifically what you're supposed to do, what the other person's supposed to do, all of the conditions, and what happens if the other person doesn't pull their end of the deal. That will do it for this case. The litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Adobe Acrobat, your new foundation. Use PDF spaces to generate a presentation. Grab your docs, your permits, your moves. AI levels up your pitch, gets it in a groove. Choose a template with your timeless cool. Come on now, let's flex those tools. Draft, design, deliver, make it sing. AI builds the deck so you can build that thing. Do that, do that, do that with Acrobat.
Learn more at adobe.com/do-that-with-Acrobat.
This is the plaintiff, David Prince. He says he runs one of the best amateur baseball teams in the country, and the defendant, who just joined the team last year, still owes him money for registration fees, a jersey, a baseball hat, and gas. The guy's a selfish hack who acted like a big baby in one of the games and up and left in the 5th inning because he didn't feel he was getting enough playing time. Bottom line, the guy owes him $341.95, and he's determined to get it today. This is the defendant, Michael Staropoli. He says he agreed to join the team as a part-time player, and part-time players don't have to pay full dues. Besides, he would drive over an hour, and the plaintiff wouldn't even put him into a game. And there was no way he was going to drive all that way to sit the bench. He's happy to be off the plaintiff's Bush League team, and most definitely doesn't owe him any money. He's accused of striking out with the coach.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff runs an amateur baseball team, and the defendant stiffed him on the registration fees. But the defendant says he was part-time, and no way does he owe the full dues. It's the case of 3 strikes, and you owe me.
David Prince?
Yes, Judge.
You are suing Michael Staropoli?
Yes.
For $341.95 in league fees, baseball jersey, hats, and gas to try to collect this stuff from him, because he joined your baseball league and then quit without, according to you, finishing paying. Tell me what's going on.
Judge, when Michael joined the team, he joined the team in January. He was going to play with us in a part-time role when we first started. His team from college was eliminated early, so his friend who brought him to this team, Steven, told me that he'd be a full-time player. So I collected $200 in cash.
Okay.
And then what happens is you start playing, and as you show up to the games, you pay some more money to pay your fee off.
Okay, and his fee was another $50 that he hadn't paid you yet.
Correct.
Okay, so he comes to the first game, everything's fine. He comes to the second game, and what?
The second game, all of a sudden, his mom wasn't feeling well because he wasn't playing, and he left when we were at Rockland
Wait,
Stadium.
his mom wasn't feeling well
Was what he
because he
told
wasn't
me.
playing?
My father. I'm sorry.
Okay, he tells you one of my parents isn't feeling well and I gotta go? Is that what you're trying to say?
Correct, Judge.
Okay, and you think it was an excuse because what?
He wasn't playing.
He wasn't getting enough play time?
Yeah, he didn't start that game.
What is your role in this team?
I'm a coach/player part-time.
Okay, so you decide who goes in?
Correct.
Okay. So, and then what happens the next weekend for the next game?
He never showed up, Your Honor.
All right, and then, so when you talk to him, what do you say to him?
I said, what's going on, Mike? And he said, this isn't going to work out for me. And I was like, oh, is someone sick? And then we finally got to the root of the problem.
Which is?
Which is that he's not getting enough playing time and he's
Well,
not
how do
happy.
you know that's the root of the problem?
Because I heard it from his friend who invited him to the team and himself. He said it to me. He's
What
like,
did he
I'm not,
say to you?
He said, I'm not going to drive up there to play 2 innings.
Okay.
Pretty much is what he said.
Okay. All right. So now, after you talk with him, what do you tell him about the jersey and the hat?
Well, I was trying to be a nice guy. I said, listen, I'm not going to charge you extra money. Just give me my brand new jersey and hat back because, and these are why my witnesses are here, with the fee, there's no jersey and hat are not included. You pay for that separately. It's
Okay.
not part of the league fee.
Okay. Can I hear from you two gentlemen one at a time? What's your name?
Jake Slate.
Oh, ooh, what a great name. Jake Slate. It's like a private eye. All right, did you... Seriously. All right, did you have to pay separately for the jersey and the hat?
Yes.
Do you remember how much?
The jersey cost $90, and the hat was an additional $25.
Do you know him?
Yes.
From playing the 1 or 2 games that he played?
Yes.
Okay. But did you ever talk to him about why it was that he was leaving?
I did not.
All right. Go ahead, you can have a seat. What's going on?
Your Honor, like you said, I would agree to be a part-time player. The second game that I attended, my father recently had a heart attack, and he was at the
Sorry to hear.
game, and he was feeling cold. He was on blood thinners, so I decided to leave. Wasn't getting any playing time, no harm, no foul. So I decided to leave, and he said, no problem. My father told me just to quit the league because it's too much travel time, and you don't have the money for it. I was only working at the time either. So I decided to quit the team. I told Steve that I quit the team, and I didn't hear anything from him.
They didn't have to call you. Who's Steve?
Steve's one of the teammates.
Oh, did Steve ever tell you that he quit the team?
No.
Okay.
I told Steve I quit the team, and he tried to tell
But
me.
why didn't you just call the team to tell the team you were quitting?
I should have.
Right, that would be what a grown-up
Yes,
would do.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
And he tried to convince me to stay on the team, so I did feel bad for not paying him the full fee, and I talked to Dave through text message saying that I would, if you never needed an extra player, call me. That way I can keep the jersey and the hat. He said that's no problem. Never heard from him. And like late August, he texted me again, Mr. Prince.
If you ever need a what?
Extra player, in case somebody, doesn't show up. So that way I can still keep the jersey and I'll still be on the team. That way no one really loses money. So we agreed to that. Then he...
Do you have that in text?
I have that on my old phone, but I got a brand new one.
There we go. Consistent.
It's unbelievable. Every time I want some evidence
100%.
that someone's going to... Watch this.
100%.
Did you say that?
No.
Okay. Every time I want evidence, it's an old phone. Okay, go on.
So then in August, he texted me again, asking me if I can come to a game. I was playing with my local team.
Do you have that text?
I do not.
Okay.
And I said I couldn't come. He said no problem. 4 months go by. I'm in class. He Facebook messaged me saying he wants the jersey back. I don't have it. I gave it away to the Salvation Army.
What would you do with the used jersey if you charge all the members for a new jersey?
We have some guys that come and play with us that don't play with the regular team, so they would wear those jerseys. Or
You have ringers?
Sometimes, yeah.
I thought you're not supposed to have ringers when you're playing on the up and up.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you have a ringer? Look at the horrified face on Jake Slate.
Sometimes you do.
So what gets you in more trouble, Facebooking or texting?
Facebooking.
Why?
My mom could see my Facebook.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, Facebook will definitely get you in trouble because employers and everybody else.
Yeah, you're not talking about drunk texting. We'll talk later. Going inside the courtroom.
So go on.
So then I told him I didn't have it. I paid him $200, and then I actually had the conversation right in front of me if you want to see it.
Yeah, I do. You seem to be under the impression that the $200 includes the jersey.
That's why I assumed, because we both agreed.
Yeah, but that's usually not how it works, right? Usually there's a league fee, then there's an equipment fee, right? Like the clothing.
But I would pay for that because I've been playing baseball since I was 5, Your Honor. And
Right, and usually it's a league fee and an equipment fee,
I've been
right?
paying my bills, no problem.
Ooh, this is when? In October?
First. 4 months after I quit
Hey,
the team.
bud, last time I'm asking for the jersey. If I don't get a response, I will do what I have to do. You did not pay for the jersey. You're keeping and the team wants it back. Again, last time I'm going to ask. Michael, I did pay for that jersey. I gave you $250. Did you give him $250 or $2?
That was my fault. I believe
I'm
I
not
gave him
giving you
$250,
something that
but
I
actually
paid
gave him
for.
$200.
Then David says, you paid $200 out of the $350 fee. You never paid for jersey or hat. All we want is the jersey back. We have an agreement in place with all leagues in the area about owing money. You left us high and dry on a roster spot. I'm not asking for the full fee, which I could. I just want our jersey back. Michael.
Gets fun, Your Honor.
Yeah. It's like the two of you were taking extra testosterone pills. Michael, you're not getting either. I didn't leave anyone high and dry. I played one game and left. You should have asked for the jersey back once I left. Now you're asking 4 months after for it. Give me a break. You have two choices. Either you leave me the blank alone and forget about the $15 jersey. We both know it's also not $15, right?
It's also not
Or you can come to New Rochelle and take it from my hands. You choose. If you keep bothering me, I'm going to call the cops and tell them you're harassing me. Have a nice day. Not your best moment. Let's see.
I was in class, I was trying to focus, ma'am.
Then don't answer the text then. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. David Prince. Here's the grown-up's response. Does it sound like this? Or there's no need to get testy. Call me. Let's handle this like adults? No. Coming to take it from your hands. Let me know when. We'll also notify the Westchester League. We have an agreement with them for players who don't pay their debts. You signed a contract online by registering. Not my fault you played one game and left. You filled a roster spot, team lost money. That's a $90 jersey you didn't return. Call the cops, I'll explain everything to them. Then after I do, I'll take you to small claims for the full amount you owe, not just the jersey. Be a man, stand behind your commitments. Last time I'm asking before I do what's stated above. Then you respond by giving him your address. Come on down, big shot. Call whoever you... ¿Quién es más macho? David or Michael? You give him your ad. He said, come on down, big shot. Call whoever you need to call. You're not getting a blanking dime from me. You talk about being a man. You contacted my friend several times to get a jersey from me. If you were a man, you would have called me up and asked for the jersey yourself. You want that blank jersey? Go back to the Salvation Army and look for it. That's where it resides. Have the head of the league call me. I don't have time for the... Apparently, you're trying to concentrate in class? I don't have time for the BS. Obviously, you have a lot of time on your hands to worry about a stupid jersey. You want the jersey? Go to Brooklyn and find it. I gave it away. The hat's in my car. Have your league director call me any further problems. Good. See you in court. Let's see how... He says he's going to take you to court. Good. See you in court. Let's see how far you get with the judge over this, you fat blanking baby. Does it occur? And then he tells you, oh, I'm keeping this conversation too. Okay. Word of advice, Mr. Staropoli.
Yes, Your Honor.
Like I tell my children every day, say it, forget it, write it, regret it. You know, you don't want this kind of stuff. I'm sure your parents are cringing right now, and if they're not watching, they're going to be, and they're going to be cringing. Okay?
They saw the conversation.
Say it again?
They saw the conversation.
I know. What are you doing putting this stuff on Facebook? You're too old for that. You're in college?
Yes, ma'am.
You're trying to, I assume, and you play baseball?
Yes, ma'am.
There are job opportunities for you, perhaps baseball opportunities for you, perhaps graduate school opportunities for you, all of whom look at this kind of stuff when you're not, don't think they're looking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so be careful. All right, in any event, and what's your excuse?
I don't have one.
Okay. All right, so let's figure out what's owed here. Why are you suing for $80 gas?
Because I had to file the small claims fee. I wasn't sure if that was...
Yeah, you don't get that.
Okay, no problem.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you pay the remaining $50. I'm going to make for the league fee. I'm going to make you pay the $91.95 for the jersey, and I'm going to make you pay for the hat. And so that's a total of $161.95. Verdict for the plaintiff. That's my judgment.
Well, the ball player has to pay for the jersey. Why don't you just stick it out on the team and earn your playing time instead of leaving the team?
Well, I didn't feel like I was getting enough playing time, and I just didn't want to travel all the way up there to play for 2 innings. So I
You don't want to try to earn it?
No.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you. Right down the hallway there. All right, come on in here. You satisfied how this comes out?
Very satisfied.
Mm-hmm. Was he a good ball player?
No, he was not. He's been on 3 college teams in 4 years. He obviously can't commit to anything.
Well, do you check out how good a player is before you take their money?
I tried to vouch from another player on the team, and it was a bad vouch for.
Mm-hmm. Harvey?
I don't know how else to say it. When you are really angry, do not start typing something. Take a beat. I'm telling you, if you do it in anger, it will come back.